Hey there, guys. Just wanted to congratulate everyone on a really good season. First, let me remind everyone that the season's not over. Everyone has something to play for. So even if you've lost or if you get into the playoffs and then you lose a round or two, every game from here on out will play a spot in where you are able to draft for next year's team. So don't throw in the towel just yet. Still a lot of stuff in the mix. All right, now let's just kind of take a recap of all the drama that occurred for the teams that were 7th and 8th seed last week. Statistical anomalies. Wes, having less than a 40% chance to make it, somehow propelled himself, even though his starting quarterback and two running backs combined for 3 points as a group. I know. I don't know how he did it. He's talented. But luckily he had a lot to be thankful for. Thanksgiving Day games, his receivers came through strong, and his defense got him like 30 points. So he came through to win. Beep, beep, beep. Nope, that's not my son's Tonka trunk backing up. That is me backing into the playoffs because I didn't win my game, and I needed two other teams to lose, and they did, and I backed into the playoffs. So Jess got hosed, Taylor got hosed. Thank you guys for folding. That was awesome. Happy to be here. Probably going to lose to Hark, but whatever. Didn't make it. Tip of the proverbial cap to Taylor, who took over Dustin's team mid-season. That was an abysmal, abandoned team that was left on the trash heap. She went on a 4-game win streak, and then at the end lost a little bit of momentum, losing to her boo thing, Chance Chody. Way to say solid, Chance. Solid effort to Taylor, thus again proving that girls actually can do more in our fantasies than we think. See what I did there? All right, so now we got to focus on the real playoffs. So for the teams here, if you recall, the last few years, I've done something unique. Last year we had the Vogel kids and the dog pick who is going to win the games. This year I got to spice it up. And as talented as I am, I can't carry the show on my own. I thought, I'd do something different, even though I'm the director, writer, cameraman, and on-camera talent. Beautiful, by the way. Wanted to bring in somebody else to kind of give a different perspective on the league, see how these playoffs are going to go, give you guys a different vibe. So the problem is all you guys that know each other are in the league. So who can I go to that's going to be able to give some very good deep sports analytics, but also that personal touch? So with that, I'd like to introduce our cameo guest, fantasy playoff sports analyst. Pan over here to the hot seat. Here we go. Welcome. Oh, that's right. That's right. It's Jared Sloan time, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I know. Odd. Not what you'd expect. This is probably the first time Jared and I have talked in about 8 years. Jared, how you doing?
I'm alive.
I know.
I'll be honest with you. I'm pretty tired. I haven't slept in probably 50 plus hours now because about that time, 50 or so hours ago, I was sent a video. And the video has straight haunted my dreams. And I'm afraid if I sleep, I'll have to see it forever. And that video is a man and his wife on a beach. And then, they're conversing about God knows what. And he gets up to go find a message in a bottle or something. And he's wearing like a jock strap on the beach. And the sight of that monster in the jock strap has just scared me to a living death. And I'm afraid if I sleep, I'll have to see it again. And I just refuse to do that.
All right. Well, some of us are working on our tan lines, okay? And back hair is an issue for all of us, so accept it.
I guess I'll live with it.
All right. So what I'd like to do is break down the playoff matchups. I'd kind of like to kick it over to you as the expert analyst this time. I might have a few Q&As about your assessments. So let me start you off with this first easy toss-up question. Now, Jared, how do you like not being in this league?
Wow. You're just cutting me straight to me.
Straight to it.
You found 16 people to play and somehow managed to skip old Sloan out the back door there. That's
the back door.
Nice.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, so matchup one. Let's get into two people you know very well, your BFF Welker and Matt Moore, who you introduced into the group. We can call replacement Sloan. So they're tilted in a nice heater this week. So what are your thoughts here on this one?
I'll be honest with you. The thing that strikes me the most disturbing is Matt's name of Balaj Atois. It's a big stretch that your best player on your team is somebody most sports fans have never even heard of.
This is true.
And the fact you used his name in your team name and then didn't even have him on your roster is just simply pathetic.
Yeah.
That's how it's horrible.
That's a very good point. Matt, would you have a retort? Of course he would, but we've muted him for the cause of this. So, as always, yeah. All right. Good assessment. Now, my question to this is, who would drop more passes in the NFL? Sammy Watkins or Josh Welker?
You know, I guess it depends. Are you going to hit Sammy Watkins in the numbers like Welker when he drops it? Or are you going to hit Welker in the hands like Sammy Watkins when he drops it?
Right.
It's a toss-up.
No, that's a fair. That's a fair. They both drop the easy ones, catch the impossible ones. Gotcha. Okay. Fair.
Exactly right.
Fair. This is why I brought you along, for hard-hitting analytics.
What I would like to say about this, Mr. Welker on the basketball court always expressed himself to be the triple threat. He's going to dribble past you, he's going to pass it around you, or he's going to shoot it over you. That was his thing, right?
Yep.
And I feel like his team has that. With a solid quarterback in Drew Brees, yeah, the matchup against San Francisco is tough, but he's solid. Barkley is going to turn it around at some point. He better hope it's this week. And Julian Edelman against a beat-up, crappy Kansas City defense, he's got it this week in my mind.
All right. Ink Welker down. Vegas +6. All right. Let's move on to Wes versus Chance's dad. What are your thoughts on this one?
Looking at projected total here, it's going to be a tight match. I'm just not seeing it myself. I mean, I have to assume Mr. Cody is a gentleman and a scholar, of course. And
sure,
for all of those reasons, he's clearly got the better team.
Yep, I would agree. Wes kind of lucked through last week.
Yeah, and, Connor being questionable, that hurts him a bit, especially with having no decent backup because Adrian Peterson is not decent anymore.
Nope.
The big thing Wes has right now is Mark Andrews in the tight end spot. That's a great tight end right now. Problem is Buffalo is number 2 against tight ends in the NFL, and that's a crap matchup for your only good player.
Okay, so it sounds like you're leaning one way.
I mean, it's a given. Mr. Cody has got the game.
All right, so if you want to turn the knife on Wes, since he's watching at home, do you have any thoughts on that St. Louis Cardinals baseball team for him?
I'm glad you brought that up. I tell you what, I have seen some crap in my day, but nothing as bad as the St. Louis Cardinals.
All right.
And shame on the Royals for even bringing Matheny in, because if he can't cut it there, he can't cut it here. Let's be honest.
All right. Straight from the horse's mouth. All right. Let's move on to matchup number 3. Speaking of them Cody boys, let's go Chance and Barnett, former roommates. What are your thoughts on this one?
I mean, what I'm picturing here is a lot of what I saw on the basketball courts back in the day is Chance in the fetal position crying because he got smoked. Kyler Murray against a Pittsburgh defense being your starting quarterback is just embarrassing. How you guys allowed him to win 9 games, I'm ashamed of everybody else in this league.
It was, to point out, it was in a statistical anomaly. He scored the lowest amount of points for. He's just played everyone on dog shit weeks, I guess. I don't know.
The convenience of the Cody way.
Very much the convenience of the Cody way, yes. Yeah. So you're liking the Barnett situation.
I think Barnett's got a solid team here with Russell Wilson this week against a Rams team that their defense is just not as good as it once was. James White running all over the Chiefs' defense. I think he's got it.
No, I would agree. He should be able to get outside those linebackers. So my question to you is, as a notorious Colts and Peyton Manning fan, what do you hate more? Andrew Luck's retirement or nationwide commercials with Brad Paisley and Peyton Manning?
First of all, the nationwide commercials were great.
Okay.
So, I can't say that. But the timing of the retirement was the problem, not the retirement itself.
All right. Well, nationwide will be on your side, bud.
Hey, they're still the greatest team in the world, so get used to it.
Okay, Jacoby Brissett, here we come. All right. Moving on to the last matchup here, we got myself versus Nathan Hark. What are your thoughts on this?
I don't even understand why this is a question.
Yeah,
you have
agreed.
six
below 500.
7.
Yeah, below 500.
Right.
Hey,
so there's
playoffs. It's everyone's got a 0-0 record in the playoffs, baby.
Here's what I see. Your running backs have top 5 defenses against the run
Yeah.
against them.
Yeah.
You have Mike Evans playing the Colts, which means Pierre Desir will shut him down.
Oh, Jesus.
Guaranteed.
No one knows that name. No one knows that name. And I picked up Miami's white running back, so that's going to solve all my problems. His name's Laird. A white guy named Laird. He is, going to tear it up.
You are confident that you have
No.
a white running back on your team.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
That's why you're 6.
His name's not Christian McCaffrey. You're right.
That's
Yeah.
me.
All right.
Oh, well said.
Yeah.
Well said. Okay. Good play.
All right. So my follow-up question on this round is the most common debate of our football season has hinged on this one question. It's game day. You're parched.
Yes.
You go to the cooler. You open it up. There's 3 choices. White Claw, Natter Day, Bush Latte. What are you choosing?
Oh my God. It's got to be a Natter Day. It's not.
Oh, yes. You're back on Wes's good side. Congrats.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, it does. Anheuser, man. All day, every day. All right. Now I'm going to go into the lightning round portion. I don't want you to think. You have not been prepped on any of these questions. I just want you to answer instantly. All right.
Great.
Lightning round. Thoughts on a 16-person league?
That's mind-blowing. How you can find a full roster of people drafting, a full roster of players drafting 16 picks between, 16 people between your picks is mind-blowing.
Nope. Yeah, exactly. I got a white running back named Laird starting in the playoffs. That's what I'm saying. All
Well
right.
said, yes.
All right. Tits or ass?
Ass.
AFC champion.
Colts. Done.
NFC champion.
Green Bay.
Super Bowl champion.
Colts. Done.
Do you like fish sticks?
I love fish sticks.
You like fish sticks. You're a gay fish. Awesome. All right. Excellent. Well, it was a good commentator. Now we have to get to all those sponsors that pay for this awesome production value. Sir, can we get cheers on the way out here?
Hey.
Evans, I think, might have killed it by calling me right now. Cheers, bro. We have to
miss you guys.
miss you as well. All right. See you, man.
Okay.
Good luck, boys.